House Speaker Mike Johnson, he may have just silenced the RINO that now floats within the Republican Party. Although many critics of Mike Johnson still question his allegiance to the party, okay? Especially as Democrats like House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, he's saying that he's given them everything that they want. However, it's come out that there may have been an underlying plan for these actions. But now, Mike Johnson, he's decided that it's in his best interest to appear recently at former President Donald Trump's hush money trial in Manhattan. That's right, guys. So obviously Donald Trump is facing a multitude of charges within different courts right now. This one, however, is the one of the more challenging ones given the circumstances. Now, as we all know, former President Donald Trump has been repeatedly charged with fines by the judge that's overseeing this case, right? And this is for allegedly going against a gag order that was placed by Judge Juan Merchan. So Merchan, he's basically seen as a very biased judge who has a very clear conflict of interest as his own daughter is actively working with the Biden-Harris campaign for 2024, like right now. She's working with him right now. It's unbelievable. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, please do your boy a favor. Hit the like button for the video. Totally appreciate you guys. And I do want to thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for all the new members hitting the join button, joining the channel. And thank you for sharing these videos with your friends and with your family. I totally do appreciate you guys. A lot of you guys sharing the videos on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you so much, guys. But anyway, and let's not forget about the star witness in this case, Michael Cohen. Can we get a round of applause for Michael Cohen? He's actually been helping out Donald Trump in this case more than DA Alvin Bragg. It's so ridiculous, this guy. So Michael Cohen, he is seen as a very problematic witness, to put it lightly, who has admitted to wanting revenge for the former president. So, well, I mean, here's what House Speaker Mike Johnson had to say about this. Take a listen.
I called President Trump and told him I wanted to be here myself to call out what is a travesty of justice, and I think everybody around the country can see that. President Trump is a friend, and I wanted to be here to support him. It's painfully obvious that we're now 6 months out from an election day, and that's the reason. That is the reason why they brought these charges here and across the country. The star witness here is Michael Cohen. I just listened to a few moments of his testimony this morning, and it is consistent with what he's already done. This is a man who is clearly on a mission for personal revenge, and who is widely known as a witness who has trouble with the truth. The crime that they are accusing President Trump of is falsification of business records. But I think everybody knows he is not the bookkeeper for his company. President Trump is innocent of these charges.
Now, by the way, I just want to point out, first of all, House Speaker Mike Johnson, he is a way better speaker than House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was. Please, somebody comment down below. You ever listen to Nancy Pelosi speak? It was like, man, like she's never going to get it out. And it's like speaking really wasn't her strong suit. I don't even understand how she was Speaker of the House for so many years. Anyway, I digress. All right, but getting back to it. Now, even though Mike Johnson has admitted that he is friends with the former president, Donald Trump, some Republicans feel as if he is, shall we say, clinging to his gavel in a way. So anonymous Republicans in the House, they're creating waves of uncertainty around Johnson. And no, it's not Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene this time. MTG at least had the decency to call out Mike Johnson publicly. She didn't do it behind his back. All right. She also reprimanded Donald Trump because he knows that the party has to be united if they want to be able to win this White House back. Right. So, but there are others who are hiding, yet they want to criticize Mike Johnson for siding with Donald Trump in this issue. I mean, a lot of folks are calling these people cowards. Just come on out and make yourself known, right? They called him out for injecting himself into a case that is involving an alleged affair with a porn star. And while the media, just kind of want you to focus on that little piece of it, Mike Johnson has fought against the notion, and he's basically saying that, guys, this is not about that. This is a bookkeeping issue, right? And that's the truth. I mean, the fact, why is Stormy Daniels even here in this case? It's really, we already know why she's here. Like, she has no value though. Now, these groups of critics, they also say that Mike Johnson is undermining the party's family values, the family value image, simply to basically they're saying that he's just trying to get real close to Donald Trump. That's the bottom line on what some of these RINOs are trying to say. Now, one House Republican, he even went so far as to say that Mike Johnson, he's doing this to gain some political advantage. Well, I can't say that he's not, but let's not pretend like none of these other politicians are either, right? I mean, even though the courthouse is providing the quote salacious bits of detailed pornographic testimony, you see Mike Johnson, he's said to be a man who's built his career around Christian values. And this is why this is being used against him, because these kind of issues are very controversial, and a lot of these folks, they don't want their name tied to it. A lot of you guys coming into the live, appreciate you guys. What's up, Catalia? We got Edmund Dantes, Terry, Blind Sniper, awesome. What's up, John Kent? Appreciate you guys joining in. Hey, everybody, if you're able to see and hear me okay, just drop me a quick yes or no in the comments, please. And so this is why these folks are not fans of what Mike Johnson's doing here, especially with former adult star Stormy Daniels being included in this trial. Now, although a lot of people forget that this is not about an affair, guys, this is about supposedly masking expenses to lie to the American people. But that in and of itself is still kind of a gray area, because we're not entirely sure what crime DA Alvin Bragg is even talking about here. And I just want to go ahead and apologize, because we got some landscapers outside. It's like, come on, guys. Y'all want to cut the grass now? Jeez. Anyway, apologize if you guys can hear any of that. But yeah, so he even says that he's legally not compelled to even tell us what crime Donald Trump tried to mask with these payments. All right, so getting back to, thank you, Melissa Fountain. I'm glad you guys can't hear it, because I can hear it and it's freaking annoying to me. I hope it's not annoying to you guys, but thanks, Melissa. All right, but getting back to Johnson, though, he's been touted as the longtime supporter of Trump, and even endorsed him early in the GOP primary. He's also leading a House GOP conference that's overwhelmingly loyal to the former president. In fact, in return, Donald Trump seems to have given Mike Johnson the nod of approval. So, but even backing him up as supporters like Marjorie Taylor Greene, one of the speaker gone. But these critics of the speaker, they want to make this about religion, and we're not going to really dive too deep into that, guys. But these Republicans in the House are forgetting something. All right, these cases were all brought against Donald Trump during an election year, with a lot of political analysts, some of them Democrats, saying that this is political persecution and that the Biden administration is using these prosecutors to interfere with the 2024 presidential elections. But yet, we keep on hearing from these anonymous Republicans that just keep on attacking Mike Johnson as if supporting Trump was the wrong choice, as if supporting Trump was the worst thing Mike Johnson could possibly have done. What do you guys think? Should Mike Johnson support Donald Trump, or should Mike Johnson let Donald Trump fight his own battles, fend for himself, and not have any other support from a fellow Republican? Let me know what you guys think on that one. Just drop me a quick comment. But yeah, so anyway, they're going after his family with this, because they keep referring to Stormy Daniels as if Mike Johnson was the one who created this entire case around an adult star. So Mike Johnson on his end is defending himself, rightfully so, and said that this isn't about the affair allegations, guys. This is about the process by which Donald Trump is being tried. House Speaker Mike Johnson said that meeting the Democrats and the Biden White House has weaponized and politicized the American judicial system to go after a political opponent. He called it wildly inappropriate, as Johnson states that he himself was a former litigator and attorney. Legend, thank you so much, my friend, for the $5 super chat this evening. Let's see. Legend says, pull to the Truth Cartel live stream call number and let's chat. Appreciate your support, my man. Now, other Trump critics have made their voices heard and slammed Johnson in the process. Senator Mitt Romney, for one, actually said that it's a little demeaning to show up in front of a courthouse where they're talking about an allegation of paying a porn star. I would have to disagree with that. I don't think it's demeaning at all. I think Mike Johnson is standing up for what he believes, and he believes it's not about that. He thinks this case is really surrounding the allegations of a clerical bookkeeping error at best, with no crime even having been identified. So I would have to totally disagree with that statement. Representative Lisa Murkowski, she also chimed in and she said that there must be something else that they can do other than watch a stupid porn trial. Many critics of these lawmakers are saying that they're acting as if Donald Trump is already guilty. Now, what do y'all think? You think they're just acting like Donald Trump's already guilty? Had they just completely turned their back on this man? Even though Donald Trump has repeatedly denied having an affair with Daniels, which now brings me to the long game of Trump and Mike Johnson. Now, it's been said that they're both talking at length about their plans for 2025. This means that the former president may be looking to kind of keep Mike Johnson around a little bit longer than expected. Now, what do you guys think about that? Is Mike Johnson a good speaker, good House Speaker? Keep in mind how tight the head count is between the Republicans and the Democrats in the House. So Mike Johnson may not necessarily be doing what some people think he should be doing, but I don't think he can really be that aggressive in that position, if you ask me. But what do y'all think? So anyway, there are some people who felt as if Mike Johnson would be, just kind of be a caretaker until Donald Trump retakes the White House. But these talks are actually saying otherwise. In fact, they're already talking about budget priorities and how congressional Republicans could help pass Donald Trump's second term agenda. I mean, this is a goal that they aim to get so long as they can sweep the House, the Senate, and the White House. I think it's pretty clear that these two, they got some mutual respect for one another. And I'm willing to bet that Donald Trump really appreciates Mike Johnson sticking his neck out here. But, what do you guys think about that? Now, and let's not forget about former White House officials who have been reported in saying that Donald Trump values loyalty within the people around him. I mean, who doesn't value loyalty, right? Mike Johnson so far has proven himself to be just that. So it might be pretty interesting to see, what comes up with, what they end up coming up with, once Donald Trump wins the 2024 presidential elections. But what do you guys think about this? Is Mike Johnson doing this for political reasons, or is Mike Johnson really with Donald Trump and the Republicans until the end? Switching gears just a little bit, State Department expressed its condolences on just a few hours ago after the deaths of two very high-ranking Iranian officials, including the president of Iran, which some found surprising given Iran's history of human rights violations. In a recent statement, the State Department conveyed its official condolences for the death of Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi, Foreign Minister Hossein Amir-Abdollahian, and other members of the delegation in a helicopter crash in northwest Iran. Now, I know there's probably a lot of mixed opinions on the death of this Iranian president. Some people are mourning, other people are saying, let's just say, different things about the president. State Department spokesman Matthew Miller said, quote, As Iran selects a new president, we reaffirm our support for the Iranian people and their struggle for human rights and fundamental freedoms. End quote. The helicopter crash, which occurred in the Dismar Forest in Iran's East Azerbaijan province on Sunday, claimed the lives of President Raisi and the foreign minister Amir-Abdollahian, as well as several others. Now, Raisi was returning to Tehran after a visit to Iran's border with Azerbaijan, where he was inaugurating a dam with the Azerbaijan's president there. Now, Iran's state-run news agency, it's probably a little bit worse than our CNN, but anyway, Iran's state-run news agency, IRNA, reported that the crash killed 8 people, including 3 crew members aboard the Bell helicopter, which was purchased by Iran in the early 2000s. President Raisi was known by the nickname of quote-unquote Butcher of Tehran due to his role in the mass executions of political prisoners in 1988. His death has forced Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, to appoint an interim leader for the executive branch. Now, Gerard Falidi, senior counsel with the Lawfare Project, commented on Raisi's legacy, telling Fox News Digital, quote, "He has been responsible for the incarceration, torture, rape, and murder of tens of thousands of people over the last few decades. Raisi is not a man who will be missed," end quote. What are you guys' thoughts on this? Have you guys given any thought to the Iranian president's passing? Do you think that there may be any tie to, Joe Biden's stance on Iran, the warnings that Joe Biden had issued to Iran about not attacking Israel? Could it have anything to do with the fact that, Joe Biden is withholding weapons and artillery to Israel? Let me know your thoughts on this, guys. I'd love to hear from you guys. Anyway, let's see who we got in here. We got Blind Sniper. Didn't know Boeing made helicopters. A lot of stuff coming out about Boeing, man. I don't know. And did you guys hear about the whistleblowers for Boeing, like suddenly disappearing, basically? Let me see. Boeing whistleblowers. Oh yeah, here we go. A lot of people are talking. Boeing whistleblower died by suicide. Police investigations are revealing that. And there's a lot of people who are saying that they don't believe that the Boeing whistleblowers passing was really what they're claiming that it was. This person was sharing some information about Boeing that apparently the company may or may not have wanted to make public. And so a lot of folks are questioning that situation. Perhaps there may or may not have been some foul play there. Yeah, so there's that. Let's see, we got Melissa Fountain in here. Let's see. We got Michael Bianchi. Let's see, Iran went to the WEF and issued an arrest warrant against, are you trying to say Netanyahu? MTG rocks. Okay, thank you, Jennifer Gray. Ursula Lisakowski says, yes, MTG for speaker. What do you guys think about Marjorie Taylor Greene for House Speaker instead of Mike Johnson? Would that be a better play? A lot of people are saying, all right, where is it? Somebody said, okay, who's your Grammy? Says MTG is spicy. I like her. Yo, did you guys catch that live where Marjorie Taylor Greene was like going off on that one chick for the long fake eyelashes? Oh man, that went super left, super catty, like real quick. Jim Jordan for speaker. Wow. Okay. Blind Sniper says, I hear Obama's putting in for the job. Yo, anybody voting for Obama as Speaker of the House? Richard Haley. Oh, what's going on, Richard Haley? Indiana in the house. Awesome. Awesome. Ursula says, I wouldn't donate a cent to that Mike Johnson. Okay. Okay. Well, everyone, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Really do appreciate you guys. Catalia, thank you as always for helping me out with the comments. I really do appreciate all of you guys' support. If you haven't already, please take a second, just hit the like button for the video. Really appreciate you. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel. Check out my previous videos, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Take care.